Joe Rutter, go ahead.
Ben, you guys seem to have things in hand there in the first half. What kind of anything you can pinpoint what went wrong there early in the third quarter?
I just didn't play well enough. Thankfully, our defense is awesome and fun to watch, and they bailed us out.
Jeff Hathorn, go ahead.
Ben, what do you think was missing there in the third? And could you also describe the touchdown of the play Claypool made there on the sideline?
I think it was just, I didn't play well enough. I was looking back. I'll have better answers when I can look at the film, but I just got to trust myself and trust my guys. They're in the spots they're supposed to be. Sometimes you have to make an anticipatory throw, and I didn't do that well enough today. I didn't connect with guys when they were open. And so I just didn't play well enough for Chase's touchdown. They had the safety down and just threw it up, and he made a play.
Aditi, go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. Ben, 2 for 12 on third down. Was there anything in particular that made that particularly tough sledding or anything that you can point to?
Me just not playing well enough.
Mark Caboli, go ahead.
Hey, Ben, the touchdown pass to Diontae, how difficult is that for the anticipation of the throw to lead him across the end zone like that? I would assume that had to be one of the more difficult throws the quarterback has to make.
It actually wasn't a very good throw. He made a great play on it. It was a little bit behind him. When it came off my hand, it didn't – I was afraid the guy was going to knock it down, but Diontae did a great job of kind of slowing down and making a body catch, and he made it a lot easier than it wasn't a good throw. So I'm thankful to him.
Jerry Dulac, go ahead.
Ben, talk about the pass to Claypool for the touchdown, and also just curious if the lack of a crowd, how different was it this week from last week because you don't have the home crowd with you?
Oh, we missed the crowd. That's one of the most special things about playing at Heinz Field is the best fans in the world. And so it's not the same, I'll be honest, being out there and not having them, not seeing all those towels. So we definitely miss them. Know that we still appreciate their support, even though we know they're not here. And for Chase's touchdown, we kind of had the coverage. They're in a zone, but that guy has that deep zone, and they blitzed a guy up the middle, and so I didn't have a lot of time. I just kind of threw it far and high and let Chase run under it, and he really did all the work.
Jenna Harner, go ahead.
Ben, how would you characterize what your defense was able to do today?
Well, they were special. They bailed us out numerous times when, they were sometimes even our best offense out there today. So I'm really thankful for them. And I've told them numerous times, and I'll reiterate it, that, they're one of the big reasons that I decided to come back, because they're a special group, and they won that game for us, no doubt.
Mike Pursuta, go ahead.
Ben, was there a point where you knew the right side of the O-line was going to hold up?
I mean, I had confidence coming in that they would. Those guys put the time, the effort in. Obviously, we knew that Chooks is a guy that was battling with Banner for the chance to start this year. So we know what he's capable of doing. He's played in the past for us. And as for Dotson, we were excited for him. I mean, the young man grew up a Steeler fan. I know he told me his dad watches it in his man cave upstairs, won't let anyone bother him. And so I was just so happy that he got out there and got to play. Gave him the ball afterwards and told him to give it to his old man. So I'm just really thankful for him and for both those guys and the whole line all together.
Dejon, go ahead.
Ben, how good of a feeling is it to complete a play like the one that you did with Claypool? I know there are touchdowns and then there are touchdowns. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, when I threw it, I kind of got hit as soon as I threw it, right after I threw it, I should say. And so without the crowd, you really don't know what happens, right? You can't tell if it's caught, incomplete, touchdown. I mean, there's just no reaction. And I had no idea what was going on. I kind of, had an idea that he caught it, and then he kind of kept running. And next thing I saw was Pouncey turn around running towards me, and I hadn't even a chance to see it all yet. So I'm excited to check it out. But what a play by him!
A few more. Jerry Dulac with a follow-up. Go ahead.
Ben, Mike Tomlin was saying earlier that this time of year it's not going to be perfect. And you guys did some good things, you did some bad things. How do you kind of weigh or counter what you did good against what you did bad today?
Well, Jerry, I'd say at the end of the day, we won the game. And that's truly all that matters. And yeah, early in the season, you can, I don't want to make excuses, but I didn't play well today. And that's the way it is. And we turned the ball over offensively, and that's on me. And I'm just glad that our defense bailed us out, like I said. But the good news is when you play poorly and you still win the football game. So that's something to be thankful for.
Brooke Pryor, go ahead.
Hey, Ben, when you mentioned some of the anticipatory throws and missing guys who are open, is that timing that you lose because you don't have the preseason and don't have all of the normal offseason workouts that you would have?
Maybe. I just need to trust myself making the throws. The guys are in the right spot. The interception never should have happened. Diontae ran a perfect route. I need to trust it and throw it. And he was there and he was open. And so as I stepped up and tried to even throw it up to Juju to let him make a play, it wasn't even a good throw, like one-on-one ball. Made Juju have to adjust too much. And so a lot of the throws tonight that I missed are just me needing to trust myself and trust that the guys are in the right spots because they are in the right places. And so hopefully it'll come.
Didi with a follow-up, go ahead.
Ben, one of the things that you said last week is that you wanted to improve on your feel in the pocket. How do you think that went today? Were you happier with how?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I need to go back and watch it more. And maybe part of it was, I didn't feel like I got my feet set on some of the throws. The one I threw behind Diontae on third down should have been easy completion. And you look at the Jumbotron, you just kind of see that my feet weren't turned and set. So some of that is just kind of lazy footwork. And so I don't know if that has to do with the pocket feel. I did feel better in the pocket today. I thought the guys did a great job up front against a really good pass rush. We had a few balls batted down today, which is surprising. We don't usually get that many batted down, so I'll have to check that out too. But I just have to keep trying to get better.
Final one, Jeff Hathorn, go ahead.
And you mentioned Diontae. Can you describe your trust in him and how that relationship is growing between you two after a couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's growing. I need to get better. He's doing a great job. He's getting to the spots he's supposed to be. He's incredibly special when he catches the ball. And we saw some catches tonight that were unbelievable. And then once the ball's in his hands, what he can do. And so, he needs to just keep doing what he's doing because he's doing a great job. I need to get better at trusting him that he's going to be in the spot that he's supposed to be because he is. And part of that is just trusting myself too.
Okay, thank you.